Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, is written and directed by Tom McLaughlin. This is a horror, thriller, sci-fi movie. The movie stars Tom Matthews as Tommy Jarvis, Jennifer Cook as Megan Garris, David Kagan as Sheriff Mike Garris, Courtney Vickery as Nancy, and C.J. Graham as Jason Voorhees. This movie is rated R for violence, gore, sex, profanity, alcohol, and drug use, as well as frightening and intense images. This is not a movie for children or teenagers. I would say 15 years of age and older, but no one below that. The movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 26 minutes. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, was released in theaters in the United States on Friday, August 1st, 1986. Tommy Jarvis and his friend Alan Hawes return to Crystal Lake, which is now renamed Forest Green, where they visit the Eternal Peace Cemetery. There, the pair visit Jason's grave during a thunderstorm, hoping to cremate the killer's body and finally end Tommy's nightmares. After digging up Jason's corpse, Tommy experiences flashbacks of his last encounter with Jason and furiously impales his body with a metal fence post, just as 2 lightning bolts strike the post, causing Jason to come back to life. Jason proceeds to kill Alan Hawes and don his hockey mask once again. Tommy flees to the sheriff's office to warn the police of Jason's return, only to be arrested and jailed. His warning of Jason's return goes unheeded by Sheriff Mike Garris, who is aware of Tommy's institutionalization and thinks he is hallucinating Jason's return. On the road, camp counselors Darren Robinson and Elizabeth Mott get lost looking for Camp Forest Green and are stopped by Jason, who murders them both. The following morning, Garris's daughter Megan and her friends Sissy Baker, Court Andrews, and Paula Mott arrive at the police station to report Darren and Elizabeth missing. Tommy warns them about Jason, but as he is now considered an urban legend, they ignore his warnings, but Megan grows attracted to Tommy Jarvis. In the woods, Jason happens upon a corporate paintball game. He kills all the members of the game. Then he steals a machete from them. In the process, he discovers that he now possesses superhuman strength as a result of his resurrection. At Camp Forest Green, children arrive, and the teens do their best to run the camp without Darren and Elizabeth. Meanwhile, Garris goes to escort Tommy out of his jurisdiction due to his influence on Megan. Tommy tries to make a run for Jason's grave, but finds that the caretaker had covered it up to deny any responsibility for it being dug up in the first place. Tommy is then handcuffed and escorted out of town by Garris, who warns him to never return. That night, Jason murders the caretaker and a nearby couple who witnessed the murder. Meanwhile, Court goes out to have sex with a girl named Nicola Parsley, but Jason kills them both. The sheriff's men find victims' bodies, and Garris immediately implicates Tommy in the murders, believing he has gone insane imagining Jason. Tommy contacts Megan and convinces her to help him lure Jason back to Crystal Lake. Meanwhile, Jason makes his way to the camp and kills both Sissy and Paula, but refrains from harming any of the children. Meanwhile, Tommy and Megan are pulled over by Sheriff Garris despite Megan's alibi that she was with Tommy. He does not believe him to be innocent and arrests him, and then goes to the camp to investigate, as Tommy and Megan develop a ruse to trick the watching deputy and escape. Jason kills Garris and 2 other deputies when they arrive at the camp. Jason bursts into a cabin where the kids are, threatening their lives, and then Megan intervenes. Jason is about to kill Megan when Tommy calls out to him from the lake. Apparently remembering his killer, Jason goes after Tommy instead. Tommy is attacked in a boat in the middle of the lake and ties a chain to a boulder and ties the other end of the chain around Jason's neck to trap him. Jason fights back, holding Tommy underwater long enough to seemingly drown him. Megan rushes out to save him, but is nearly killed when Jason grabs her leg. She turns the boat's activated motor around onto Jason's face and neck, and he releases her. She then takes Tommy back to shore and uses CPR to revive him with all the children around them, happy that Tommy is revived and that Jason is no more. Tommy says that it's finally over and that Jason is home under the water of Crystal Lake. That is the summary synopsis of the film. Here are my negatives. The only negative I have about this movie is some of the characters, mainly the camp counselors and the actors and actresses who played the camp counselors whom Jason slaughters. The characters were dumb, lame, stupid, just one-dimensional cardboard cutout characters for Jason to kill. That is my only negative. Now, here are my positives for the film. The story. The story was really good. It wasn't great, but it was good. It was better than parts 5, 7, 8, and 9. It's interesting how Tommy Jarvis goes to Jason's grave to cremate him and make sure he is dead, and while he's there, a thunderstorm is going on, and Jason is resurrected by being struck by lightning. I mean, yes, it's a little science fiction-y and over the top, but hey, I loved it. I thought it was great. The movie is considered a fan favorite of the franchise. The practical effects used in the film are wonderful, and how they make the kills look so real using dummies and other tricks to bring the film to life was awesome. Plus, the practical effects always give a film more authenticity and a real feeling, and this one is no exception. The feel and look of the film, especially during the scenes that take place at night, are great. I mean, it just gives off this spooky feeling and sends a cold shiver up your spine and gives you chill bumps as well. Again, with this film at night at Camp Forest Green, they use the wind as well to give this ominous, scary feeling, and the wind in scary movies to me is always a plus. The scenes during the daytime are great as well. I love the use of greens, blues, and light browns, as well as some yellows and oranges. The set pieces and locations in this film are great as well. The cemetery, the police station, the camp, the lake. I loved the use of different camera shots and angles. They use a lot of shots where the camera is just still and locked in place. They also use some tracking shots as well. One in particular is where Jason is stalking one of the camp counselors as she's walking out of one of the girls' bunkhouses. The underwater shots are great as well. The music in this film was once again done by the great Harry Manfredini. We hear the main Friday the 13th themes and the ch-ch-ch. Plus, there are some new tracks in this movie which I really liked, and I felt like it gave the film this new adventure, excitement, and energy that the first few films did not have. It was amazing, to say the least. The characters and actors in the film that make this film work and really make it believable is, of course, Jason Voorhees, played by C.J. Graham, Tom Matthews as Tommy Jarvis, Jennifer Cook as Megan Garris, David Kagan as Sheriff Mike Garris, and Courtney Vickery as Nancy. These characters and the actors did great and really got into the roles. My favorite character besides Tommy Jarvis was the little girl Nancy. She was so cute yet believable as this frightened little girl who comes face to face with Jason Voorhees. And this is one film where there are children at the camp and they are placed in this dangerous situation. It just gives this movie more of a thrill type excitement, plus also this sense of urgency, like we gotta stop him before he kills the kids. These are all my positives. Now it's grading time. I'm going to give Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives, a strong and well-deserved A. Here are my final thoughts. The reason for the A and not an A+ is because there are just a couple of things that do bother me about this film, and it is me just nitpicking the movie. But overall, this is one of the best Friday the 13th movies that was made. One thing I would love to see in a future Jason movie is the little girl Nancy, all grown up, now team up with like Megan and Tommy, and the three of them go out and hunt Jason down and send him to hell permanently. That would make for an awesome movie. I do own this movie on DVD, and I hope to own it soon on Blu-ray. This one is definitely worth being in everyone's movie collection. The movie is fantastic. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to say good night, God bless, I love all of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.